Ambushed by the strongest group on the server, I had only two options: leave my teammate behind and run as far as I can, or fight back and possibly lose my own life trying to protect my teammate. In the couple seconds I had to make this decision, I looked back at our memories together, every base we've shared, all the gear we grinded, and realized that if I ran away now, I wouldn't just lose a teammate, but I would lose a friend. So after mustering up all the courage I had left, I turned around and...
It's Wenzo. It's Wenzo. It's Wenzo. It's Wenzo.
No! And I immediately died. My teammate died shortly after, of course, but at least now we can work together and gear back up. And he logged off. Great. Truthfully, he actually did have to log off for a bit, but I was still completely alone, which made me an extremely vulnerable target. In a situation like this, you can only really do one thing: lie. Hello.
Hi, JJ.
Hey, JJ, so you died.
Listen, about that, I want to inform you guys that they will be coming after you. I knew full well that by lying to Grian and his team, I was potentially risking losing my life once again. And even though I had my doubts, I knew that if I sat there and did nothing, not only would I remain weak, but I wouldn't be able to help Diony, the one person who I truly cared about. So I decided to go through with the lie, and sure enough,
Yeah, we kind of
have a
suspected.
feeling.
would you like to form a temporary alliance?
I'm down. I'm pretty much full
Yes,
diamond,
same.
so I'm chilling.
Never doubted my plan for even a second. Time to get some gear.
Here's like that.
Oh,
Actually, I don't have any lapis at all.
That sounds like a you problem, to be honest.
Okay. Okay, I see how it is. Bro, are you serious? Oh, I gotta be the only one not enchanted. If I can find it.
hey, Rasmus, look
me
what I
neither.
have. Come here, Rasmus. I'm betraying you. I don't have an iron pickaxe, so I can't
Oh,
mine
let's
them.
go.
Oh, but the more time I spent with Grian and his teammates, the more I started to appreciate their company. I mean, we were just messing around while getting gear for each other. And even though it had only been a couple hours, I started to look back on the reason we even started this alliance in the first place. And it truly made me question whether I did the right thing by lying. But then, snap. As the ominous terrain of the Nether was generating before my eyes, I quickly brushed off the thought I was having just a second ago, remembered my goal, and... Okay, let's take a second to assess the situation. How did Grian just survive a point-blank bed explosion? Okay, it's fine. I have another bed in my hotbar. I'll just use that. Oh! If you've been paying attention, you've probably noticed that ever since I died, I've had a permanent weakness effect. You see, on the Infuse SMP, whenever you die, you are granted a bad effect, but whenever you kill someone, you get a good effect. And since I had just died again, I had gained another bad effect.
Stupid. Insane.
Ah! This is Grian, you know, the guy I just betrayed. In my failed assassination attempt, he actually did die, which gave him a bad effect. And he was not pleased about it, to say the least. No, it's not my weakness!
Come here.
No! Something I forgot to mention about weakness, it makes it physically impossible to hit anything with your fist. Meaning that Grian could now easily kill me. And well... but that's still, he did exactly that. With 3 bad effects under my belt, feeling completely defeated, I made my way back to the Nether to collect my stuff. With 4 bad effects under my belt, feeling completely defeated, I made my way back to the Nether to collect my stuff, or what was left of it. As I re-emerged back into the overworld, in the back of my mind, I wondered, what would have happened if I had just stayed loyal and told the truth? But that thought was quickly cut short as the sound of Grian telling me to get out of his base pierced my ears. And well, I did exactly that. At that point, I was fully ready to log off and call it a day. Is what I would say if I was a loser. What am I supposed to do, just give up? No! I didn't do this all just to disappoint Diony. As a great warrior once said, keep your friends close, but your enemies closer. I now had all the proof I needed to convince the Wet Gang to help me regain my power. And this time, I wouldn't mess it up. Hello.
JJ. How's that weakness, by the way, JJ?
Oh no, I have 4 bad effects. I have 4 bad effects.
Wait,
That's, huh?
Let me explain what happened. Let me explain what happened. After showing them the footage of me dying and proving that this wasn't some sort of trick set up by Grian and I, we started thinking of ways we could kill people to get rid of my bad effects. So you have
Assuming
strength.
Lamedy has been recruited by Grian, which is seeming likely because they're in a call right now.
Yeah.
We could kill them both twice and like get you back to normal.
If Lamadi is heading to the base, yeah, that's the base over there, then I could pick him off here, honestly. And at first, I was loving the plans.
I mean, wait, are you still working with Diony? We get rid of your 2 potion effects, and for the other 2, you give us insight with your team with Shark and Diony. And I guess we'll eventually kill them off, and then we'll give you the potions back.
This is exactly what I was afraid of. Diony, the person I willingly sacrificed my life for, the person who had been by my side throughout multiple servers, the one teammate I truly cared about. Did I really have it in me to betray my closest teammate? I mean, yeah, I guess that could work. But as I laid in bed that night, I couldn't help but toss and turn. The thought that I had just betrayed the person I considered closest to me, and the fact he had no idea, really made me doubt my decision. But I knew that if I backed out now, not only would I be killed by the Wet Gang, but Diony would be next on their target list. So with everything I had in me, I pushed those thoughts to the back of my mind and finally fell asleep. The next morning, I was basically just doing what I promised to do, collecting information.
Your team is
Rasmussen is still an enemy.
Nothing much was being said for a while, but then suddenly...
Okay, are you guys down to like make an alliance?
Bro, Diony, JJ made
I can make an alliance,
last
but
time
you
and it
can't
ended
trust
with me
none
getting
of
bed
you.
bombed.
What if we make a short alliance, like not even for that long, bro, just to take down
the Wet Gang. Now, there are a couple reasons as to why this is interesting. First, I was added to a group chat which revealed a lot of valuable information. One of which being the fact that Lamadi had discovered a glitch that allows you to basically choose what effects you have whenever you want. Now, this was groundbreaking, sure, but being in this group chat gave me something much more valuable: leverage. At the time, the SMP only had 10 members, and since there were 7 people in the group chat, the Wet Gang was fighting a losing battle. I now had the power to force the Wet Gang to allow me to invite Diony to join our team and not betray him, and if they refused, I would join the resistance. Now, granted, they could use like 5 of their brain cells and realize that I had a lot more to gain if I teamed with them, but hope hasn't let me down so far, so I'm sticking with the plan. This is in the dry cleaners group chat. Look, this is what Diony said. I'll set up an event tomorrow. Basically, tomorrow they were gonna use me as like bait in an event to attack you guys and kill you guys, right? There's 7 of us here and there's 3 of you, so obviously pretty low chances you guys are gonna win this. So how about we scrap the whole following plan? We can team up tomorrow, like make it seem like we're against it, but then team up and then kill all of them. And I was right, because the entire server forming a resistance basically made it impossible to do their original plan. And since Diony was leading the resistance, that basically made the offer impossible to refuse. But convincing the Wet Gang was the easy part. Now, I had to talk to Diony. And while hovering over the join call button, I looked back on everything I did. Every death I faced, every item I lost, and every ally I betrayed. I did it all for Diony, and all that was left to do now was convince him to join me. Hello, Diony.
What's up?
I'm gonna be completely transparent with you. I already have had contact with the Wet Gang and have spoken to them, and I kind of made a deal. Because my deal with them was I would give them Rion's base coordinates, but that's kind of invalid because they moved base. And I would spy on you and Sharky for a week, and then I would let them kill you. But since Sharky left our team, and I kind of realized that, you know, I don't want to be alone. I don't want to betray you. I think it's in our best interest to, like, get you on board as well. And I think they will be on board.
Okay, so I have an idea. What if I do the event tomorrow, but instead of the target being the Wet Gang, we target the dry cleaners?
Time for world domination, baby! We do have to gear up first, though, because Diony literally has iron armor. While gearing up, the mysterious event Diony talked about was announced. It was a shop run by Sharkills and Lamadi called Slink, disguised as a place where powerful players such as the Wet Gang can buy positive potion effects. When in reality, as Sharky would be negotiating, every member with the resistance would come out of their hiding spots and ambush the Wet Gang. Since the resistance still had no idea Diony and I were secretly working with the Wet Gang, we would have to be there early and hide alongside everyone else. So with only a couple hours left till we had to be there, we used that time to prepare one extra thing.
Go.
I'm doing it.
Here it comes.
Boom. Earlier, I told you about a glitch that had been discovered by the Resistance, and the way it works is pretty simple. As you just saw, you just have to shoot yourself with a bow, and once you die, the server gets confused and thinks that I killed a player but died at the same time, confusing one action for two, replacing my current effect with another. In total, Diony and I had 7 effects, and because I was the better PvPer, Diony allowed me to kill him twice, leaving me with only 3 bad effects. But because the clock was ticking, and we had to get the best possible combination of bad effects, we wasted no time. I lost weakness and I got weakness. That's so unlucky.
Okay.
Bonus. With 20 minutes on the clock, it was not looking good. I kept getting effects that severely affected my ability to PvP, and the more time I spent, the more hope I lost. And that was it. Diony and I were ready gear-wise and effect-wise. So now, all that was left to do was join the Resistance VC and wait.
Know it's gonna be an ambush, and they know and they think you guys are gonna be inside the top of the bottle cap at spawn. So you guys all need to find other hiding spots. And so when the time comes to the shop, I'm going to break open the bottle cap. Nothing's gonna pop out, and they're gonna act confused. And then that's when you guys all show up and we start attacking, okay?
Yeah, watch out. Don't fall, bro. What are you doing?
I'm not falling.
Oh my gosh.
I'm in a goofy gooba.
So everyone's second layers are off?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, mine is.
Let me check.
It's not like you don't have to have your second layer off, because, you know.
Oh, yeah.
Everyone, listen to JJ, please coordinate everybody on, like, positions and stuff. Before the fight.
Go.
So right now we're gonna get a bed and we're gonna get an escape route.
Shit. Hey, look at us. The glow
The glow
team.
gang. The glow.
The glow.
As everyone got into position, and I waited to receive the message from Shark Hills, I began to remember how this all started. As I looked around, all I could see was enemies. Meanwhile, everyone saw a friend in me, an ally, someone they could trust. All the betrayal, all the death, did it all really matter? What have I accomplished? What did I do all this for? No, I did it for a reason. I did this all for Diony, my closest teammate, my best friend. All the bad effects we had, all the items we lost, we would get everything back today, no matter what. And yet, as my body filled with adrenaline, preparing itself for battle, I couldn't help but wonder, am I really in the right here?
Dude, this is now my heart is racing.
Sharky said it, go. No, I didn't.
Hello. Go, someone say this is a little suspicious.
It's a little bit suspicious.
JJ, what are you doing?
He's going for me.
Let's go, JJ!
Yes!
Yes!
Get him!
I'm getting after Luna.
I'm helping. Yes!
Get Tazzle.
Yes! Let's fucking go.
Go. Hey, thanks for the boost.
Yep, Reed on.
Get Shark close up.
Go, Reed!
Yes!
Oh my god.
Yes!
Lonnie, they're betraying. Run. Where are you, Lonnie?
Getting down.
He pearled. No! Pearl.
Okay,
I see him.
He's in the
Get him.
I'm seeing it. Get him.
Where is he?
I should have killed you, JJ. I knew it from the beginning.
Yes!
Oh!
W. Oh no! Sharky's there! Guys!
Go.
Oh my
Get him!
Oh yeah, I see him. Is he pearling?
Sharky! Oh, he's out of pearls, guys. He's out of pearls. I still have a ton of pearls.
Let's talk about this. We can talk about this. Let's talk about this.
Get him! Yes!
Oh.
The plan worked flawlessly. As I looked around, I saw my friends. People I trusted, and people that trusted me. I never had to lie trying to team with the Wet Gang, and neither did they. Seeing what being honest can truly accomplish really did make me reconsider. What would have happened if I never lied or betrayed Grian and his team? But I couldn't dwindle on the past forever. Whatever happened, happened. Besides, I was surrounded not just by people that I could trust, but people that I could call my friends. And most importantly, Diony, the person I did all of this for in the first place, was safe and sound. And even though we didn't get rid of all our bad effects, it was enough to live peacefully. And quite frankly, after experiencing so much death and betrayal, truly, that's all I wanted. But Diony thought otherwise.
Damn, I have to. Okay. So how though? How? We should have gotten like, I should be at 1 or even 0. How did,
Yeah,
why do I have 2 bad effects?
you did spawn kill Erasmus, but Estelna got away. It was a 5v5, so even though you spawn killed Erasmus, because Estelna ran away,
How
we
did
didn't
she
get
get
the effect.
away?
I don't know.
How did she get away?
Listen, man.
Okay, is it possible like us to like go and actually get it? Because I can't be having 2 bad effects. It's like too much. I can't mine. I can't do anything.
Diony wasn't happy. With everything I had done for him up until this point, killing Estelna with him would be a walk in the park. We quickly scouted out her base, which wasn't very hard. She literally lives right next to spawn. We met up at spawn, sorted our inventories, and began making our way to Estelna's base. Although at the time, it just seemed like we would be getting an easy kill, I had no idea what was about to happen.
Okay. There's something I want to tell you, Astelina.
Let me fix your mic before you say this.
Okay. So basically, Astelina, what I wanted to tell you
Yeah.
is that, you know, life is not fair. Okay? And with base, so close to spawn, it's not our fault if something, I don't know, were to happen to it.
What's up? What's up, Estelna?
So, that's Astelina.
Okay.
So,
Yeah.
remember what we said? Betraying JJ? Yeah, so let's do it actually.
Okay. Okay, you got me worried there for a second.
JJ, don't worry. Hey, JJ. Hey, what's up? You didn't expect that? You didn't expect that?
Diony betrayed me. Did I not give him enough gear? Did I not fight well enough? How long was he planning this betrayal? All these thoughts were slowly flooding my brain. At this point, I couldn't even hear what they were saying. I tried my absolute best to survive the attack. But... No!
Let's go!
As I sat on the respawn screen, a lot of things were rushing through my head. Everything Diony and I went through together. Was it all meaningless? Had I wasted my time and energy? Was anything I did worth it? Even though every part of me wanted to see Diony as a villain, an evil person that had betrayed me, someone I should hate. All I wanted was my friend back.